are you all doing on this evening? Why am I speaking like Bill Shatner? Oh no. That got off to a weird start, didn't it? How are y'all doing? Welcome to my living room. It's Jake, Ziggy Num Nums, coming at you with a little video today. Maybe you are asking yourself some questions. Why am I so finely dressed? Why am I drinking such a nice bourbon tonight? Why am I smoking my favorite pipe with a most special of tobacco? So if you're asking yourself these questions, I must ask you something. Did you really forget our anniversary? That's right. Today, well, yesterday, October 5th marks the 1-year anniversary since I made my debut in the world of the YTPC. Some things have changed. It's been a while. Also, I kind of took a few months off from when I first started because I didn't really know what was going on and if people really cared, and didn't really know my way around the whole situation and community all that well. You know, I was still learning the lingo and expanding myself in the pipe world of what sort of pipes I liked and blends I liked and terminology and just the whole hullabaloo of the whole process, I suppose. Speaking of hullabaloo and keeping in protocol of a YTPC video, to get housekeeping out of the way, I'm smoking my Middleton Selber, circa 1920s, 30s, something like that. Maybe no longer my oldest piece, but definitely still my favorite and most prized. I do not smoke it often. In it, I'm smoking none other than Penzance from Mel Harris, the Garbage Man Piper. It's my first time smoking Penzance, and I'm just a little past the char light, still sipping on it a bit. And man, there's some interesting flavor going on in this bowl. In my glass, I am drinking Bullet Bourbon. I had not had this on its own in a couple of years. I bought my first bottle of it a while ago, and I've had it in cocktails and stuff since, but not on its own. It's good, you know? Not my favorite, but a decent bourbon. I prefer mine on the rocks anyway, so that's a better way to truly understand a drink when you have it neat or on rocks. Whiskey and bourbon being traditionally Scottish, it's not unusual to add a splash of water to kind of help open up the flavors anyway, so tasty. But I am sidetracking myself, something fierce. Let's get back to it. So a year has passed, and I've learned a lot. Namely, what sort of pipes I like, what sort of pipes I don't like, what sort of blends I like, blends I am not very fond of or keen on. You know, as far as blends, I tend to be fond of burley forward blends or Englishes. Almost anything I have around is probably a burley or Virginia. Burley or English type of blend. I've got a couple Virginia forward things, some vapors, and I think I have some straight up like red Virginia somewhere around here that I have yet to smoke. But it's been a trip. Bless you. Would you like to say hello? Come here. Say hi, Duncan. Okay. Go on, go lay down. He wants to play. What else have I learned? Aside from blends I like and ones I'm not really crazy about, I've learned I've pretty much outgrown aromatics. I like them from time to time. I do have a jar of Lane 1Q that I'll tap into about once or twice a month, if even that often. A couple other little odds and ends of aromatics, a jar of some rum stuff that I've had for a couple of years. And, you know, I'm trying some of the popular ones you hear about in the community and the stuff you see flying around on social media. I've learned I'm very particular about the bits on a pipe. Shapes are cool as far as look and I suppose how they pack, but most important thing to me, I think, on a pipe is actually the bit. I'm very particular to kind of the flat saddle bits. Of a couple, I'm looking at my rack right now, a Molina pipe that I have, my Morgan Bones Bulldog has a nice flat bit. Those are the type I'm partial to. And even ones like this are okay with, how do I do that? It's flat enough. I don't like a really round button. To think of what else has changed over the last year. I'm still based in Chicago. I still work for the same company. I have been promoted since, if you haven't been following me. I was promoted from sous chef to head chef at my current job a few months ago. I still don't have many friends, which is actually how I got into the YTPC. YTPC was because I just didn't really know anybody here in the city, didn't have many people to hang out with and talk to, so I stumbled across this somehow and have started networking, and I've become acquainted with and become friends with some very cool people, some interesting characters, for sure. Some other things that have changed. If you watch my introductory video when I first came into the YTPC a year ago, I'm a little less awkward in front of the camera. I don't freak out so much if I have to pause for a second, and if there's a second of quiet without me saying something. I'm a little fatter in the face and probably some other places. I was riding my bike a lot last summer and fall, and I caught a flat sometime in the spring, and I haven't fixed it since. What else can I add in my reintroduction? A little something else about me maybe I neglected the first time. I'd hardly call myself a musician because I hardly play anymore, but I do play guitar. Anything from Delta blues to death metal. Mostly more on the blues side these days due to some nerve issues with my hands. It's hard for me to play as fast as I used to. I have a grudge against Big Pharma. I like to treat any sort of illness or ailment holistically when possible. I'm an atheist. I don't have a problem with you if you're religious. We can be friends. It's no big deal. Just don't try to convert me. I've been down that road too many times. My best friend is a Chihuahua. His name is Duncan. You met him a minute ago. I'm also an avid hockey fan. Big fan of the Chicago Blackhawks. Types of pipes. I'm not ashamed to smoke a corn cob in public. I like to leave my briars at home mostly. Unless I'm smoking at my girlfriend's place, then I'll take them there because they're safe there. She actually likes when I smoke a pipe. She likes the smell. Other random trivia. I like to drink too much, laugh when it is inappropriate, swear, and am really good at embarrassing myself. And I think I might have done a little bit of that within this. So, before I get it any weirder, because frankly, I am really tired. I'm still on like consecutive doubles, 11, 12, 13, 14-hour shifts. I just thought of this and I'm going to shoot a little video and have a little fun just to kind of distract myself. So, until next year, thanks y'all for watching. Till next time, best wishes and happy smokes. See you num-nums out. And Duncan, would you like to say anything? Look, over there. Over there. Say bye. Bye-bye. Y'all take care.